Hey, hello everyone. Yeah, sorry for the little music thing. I had a quick problem with my playlist, but it should be fine now. So welcome back. This is my second stream in 2 days, which is pretty incredible, considering there was 6 months between my two previous streams. So, between yesterday and last stream, which was, yeah, a long time ago. 6 months ago. But, as I was saying, I'm gonna try to get back into streaming a little more. I really want to advance this project. I mean, I honestly don't think that the prototype should take that long to do, or even to finish, It's just a prototype, it shouldn't be that long. I have other projects planned. At this point, I would have hoped that it had been long enough since I started this channel that we would be in a different project at this point. Oh. No, it's fine. Is it picking up this? I thought there was some echo. Yep, okay. It seems alright. So let's get right into the stream. So what we're gonna be doing is it? Oh yeah, I should be a bit more here. Okay, so today, as you might see on the post-it, I wrote the goal and as well as the time of the title of the stream. You can see that today we are going to do some time management, right? Daytime management, as I like to call it, because there's not going to be any well, I mean, not for the prototype at least, there's not going to be specifically night gameplay. Just here, little mic here. I actually feel like I should probably recenter my webcam just a little bit, just a tad bit. Like, if I check the transform, sorry, I'm in OBS and it doesn't hide the pop-ups. It hides OBS as window in the recording for the stream, but it doesn't hide the pop-ups. So you see the pop-ups. Yeah, I'm gonna edit the transform real quick. It's gonna be... Nope, it's the other side. Boom, 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 boom. Yeah. Like I'm here, I'm fine. Come on, center that pretty much. And when I speak, it's cool. I'm like that usually. Like this, and I speak like that, yeah. Okay, that should be okay. I think that's fine. Alright. So, let's get right into it. We're in Unity. I can show what the game looks like currently. So, as you can see, the inventory is the last thing we did last time. The inventory is actually really, really clear. The first 4 things, A, B, C, and D, right? Apple, banana, coconut, and durian, are the fruits. The rest is what we implemented last stream, which is the recipes that you can do at the campfire, right? You can get into the cooking interface, and using the fruits that you have, you can actually do some recipes, okay? So right now, I go gather fruits. When I clicked, you can see that apple is now 1 and coconut is now 1 as well. So if I go to cooking, I can see, yeah, my coconut is not very brown. I could change the color of that to make it a little more, Oh, I know why. Yeah, I know why. Okay. And now if I do this, click, and here, click, the magnets just catch them. And when I click cook fruits, boom. So there's nothing that I can manipulate, but you can see sweet juice. So sweet juice was apple as well as coconut. So like coconut water and apple juice, it just makes some sweet juice. Whatever. Okay. So that's good. Now, I would like to just really quickly, just for convenience and for clarity, change it. It was in food, right? Yes. So here the color of the thing. So if I go 6 here, Here I go, maybe a little less, maybe like 0.2 in here. Oh, sorry. Here instead of 0.5, it's like 0.25, and here instead of 0.3, it could be 0.1 or something. Something along those lines. I would like to just be able to see the color in the IDE. In VS Code, when you're coding in like TypeScript or JavaScript or something like that, I think it shows you the colors. I want some coconuts. Okay, that's very... That's brown, but it's kind of very dark. Or is it? It's a little bit orange, right? Maybe a little bit more blue to it. Just a bit more blue. Like 0.2. And here I guess that could be 0.3 or something. Or maybe 0.2 here and like 0.1 here. And like 0.55. 0.15 or something. I don't know. Let's just try stuff. It just recompiles like the whole thing every time. So it's kind of a lot. Boom. Some coconut. Yeah, coconut looks great, right? Apple is very red, but you know. So now I have my sweet juice, and if I take durian as well as banana, it should be a smelly banana. It is a smelly banana. Okay. So you can see the interface is kind of over the rest, which is kind of annoying. So I might just move these magnets a little bit to the side, to the right. This is probably what I'm going to be doing. Scene content. Yes, I'm in mission map. I want to go in the scene that is for cooking. And here, in the scene content, I can see the magnets. Control F. Yeah, right here. Boom, boom, boom. I can take both magnets. They say both. And I can just like move them a little bit. Right there. Yep. Okay, I think that's good here. So now that I'm done tweaking little things and just getting back into the code and looking at stuff. Oh. It worked last time, the play scene script. Why doesn't it work now? No, that's not what I want. Mission map? Comment 0. I don't want comment 0. Why does it do it like that? I want this as well as this. Come on. And then let's go for good music. And then you'll play it. Come on. Please. I believe in you. A loop video. No, I don't want you to loop video. Loop playlist. Yeah, I click. Then I click a loop video. Okay, I see. Wait, and when it's here, what does it say? Turn off loop. I see. So yes, I want to loop the playlist. Okay, that's a stream. Now, Unity, come on. Unity editor, menu item. I feel like the sound is kind of high. Oh, it is high. It's supposed to be at 30. Ooh. Yeah, okay, my voice was probably like drowned by this, but it's fine, it's okay, it's cool. Menu item. Named, do something to my menu in the menu bar. Okay, so edit, play, unplay. It's Control 0, huh? What? Okay, so it used to be the everything scene. But it doesn't work, that's the thing. You're not even an editor window. I thought it worked last time, it's kind of annoying. Assets and scenes. Not stuff. Assets and scenes, as well as this. Okay, so if I at least control 0, still conflict, Control 0. And it should start from my mission map. Okay, so it does. So now... Oh, I am in the mission map scene. Yeah, sure. Okay. If I'm in the garden, for example, and I do Control 0. Okay. Oh, does it just like... Oh, it doesn't just start the play with that. It like actually goes to the scene. That's really annoying. That's actually really annoying. Oh, editor scene manager open scene. I see. Okay. First scene. Okay. What is this? It's so complicated. Why do you make it so complicated? Yeah. Oh. Right. If I start this then. Oh yeah, well, okay. This one maybe I just comment it for now. And I see if this does what I want. Somehow. Oh, it is. And I'm pretty sure you don't even have to activate this stuff. Just loading that scene is fine. So if I go here, yeah, and then when I stop, I'm back to the scene I was. That's perfect. That's exactly what I want. I think it does it in a weird way because I think, yeah, like I start play and it tries to open the campfire scene, but then I just load the other scene, and I don't say like don't unload the other one or whatever. Like so, it just deletes it pretty much. But it's good. What happens if I'm already in the mission map, for example? Probably just loads it twice or something. It seems okay. Yeah, the game doesn't seem broken at all, so it's fine. But I didn't need that. See? This is the real play button. Now, it's true that I may want to keep that solution like this. So here. So I'm gonna keep it like that, but I am also going to give credits. Whoops. Give credits to the answer that I found. So thanks to something like that. So thanks to who said the answer? Whoops. Okay, who said that? It was Yin Zhaozo. So here. So thanks to that person. And oh, thanks to like this, and then found that, and then I'm gonna give a quick link. I think it's the same link that I previously used, but I'm still gonna say it because it's a different person. Okay. This is actually what I wanted. And even that is technically not necessary. I just need probably just that tag and then that line and then any function name, who cares? I think. That's good. Please just more explicit. Yeah, it works. Okay, cool. I gather fruits, I go to cooking, I do like, ooh, I'm gonna do some coconut water, boom, coconut water. I'm gonna do apple puree, boom. I'm gonna do, oh, smelly, yeah. I'm gonna build a banana puree. Yeah, that's cool. Okay, that's good. Okay, now I'm actually ready to start with the timing, daytime management kind of stuff. Okay, so how do I do this exactly? I mean, a simple way to do this is, pretty much a singleton again. Or, if not a singleton, at the very least, like a manager. Well, I guess there's gonna be only one, but a manager that has a couple functions that are tied to game events, right? And then this manager would have a reference, I guess, to a text somewhere on screen, like a UI element that would say what time it is, right? So yeah, this is a static thing. So I'm gonna go in static here, add a quick C# script, and then this script is gonna be, I guess I can just call it time manager real quick. Boom. Then I open this. Okay, you're gonna have a reference to a text element. So like the text updater here. Yeah. Unless I want the text updater to also have this. I guess so, yeah. TXT time. And quickly, it's gonna be display time. TXT time. Dot text, it's gonna be time. No, control S, not control D. Then it's gonna be plus. Right. So you, little doodly dude, need to have a quick access to the information that you want to display. Right. But the time manager can be the one to call events. Like the time manager can probably like receive some events about like, oh, food is being eaten, or oh, cooking is happening. Or like, oh, the player is going to sleep or something along those lines. And using that information, the time manager can then like receive this in a method being like, oh, you're sleeping, then boom, set time, right? It's gonna set the time. So wait, one quick distinction. The time manager, does it want to add time, or does it want to set the time? I think it wants to set the time, but it is going to say when a day has passed. Like there's probably going to be an event which is going to be like new day or something like that. Yep. Okay. So let's do it like that. So, display time, you're probably going to receive something, which is going to be a... I'm going to go simple. Okay. This plus new time. And that's it. Oh, I'm feeling kind of tired today. But it's okay. Right. It's gonna be untimed change. And I'm gonna be this playtime. You're also gonna do this. Okay? Thanks a lot. Yes, display time for... I see. It's kind of weird to say that when you have nothing. Right. Something along those lines. Everything is gonna take at least an hour, right? I mean, things should probably take at least half an hour, but... No, this is fine. Time is gonna be an int. It's just gonna be simpler. There's probably like a date time. Yeah, there's a date time. Yeah, I feel like it... I mean, I'm gonna go with slices of 30 minutes or 15 minutes. So there should never be like, oh, there could be 0 minutes. Look, it doesn't matter. The time is understandable this way. And that's what matters. right? Something like that. Now in the event manager. Okay. No, it's not. Date time, not date time. I find it annoying. This doesn't seem to be the same date time. Oh no, it is. Well, that's weird. So I have my current time. I always start at, I say 6:30, but it should just be 6 in the morning. Okay? And we'll say that the day lasts until, however much. Like probably midnight, maybe 11, who knows? And I can fire the event. So I should probably write avoid display, which is private. So just that. Simply because like display is private, right? That's good. And then I should probably add a bunch of methods. Such as just a bunch of private methods. For example, void, I don't know, new day or something, or void on, not void, sleep, for example. And when you sleep, all that it would do is that it would eventually display the time. It would also, for the event manager, I can add a, well, duplicate it, but here it's going to be an event, and it's not going to be on time chamber, it's going to be on new day. And here I can just do event manager dot on new day, like this, right? So on new day, that's good. That's good. So it's a new day, it's a new dawn, it's a new life. So when you sleep, there's a new day. And there's also a need to update the display, right? Also, before it becomes a new day, I'm actually just going to do current time equal that time. The year doesn't really matter. It could just be 0, who cares? And this one could be like 1 and then 1, right? Like that month 1 and day 1 of year 0 or something. Right? So 0 and just like write it correctly. 1 and 1. Now, that being said, I could also just do like plus sometime, like plus, but it doesn't really matter if it's always on the same day. All that I care about is really the clock time. Okay. So I make the current time be the start of the daytime, and then I just call new day to anyone who needs to know, and then I display. So this is good. So I could also have other things that are pretty much the same but simpler, like void, let's say eat. There's no place currently in the code where I just make it possible to eat at all, but it's fine. Okay, so I'm just gonna say when you eat, look, maybe it takes 30 minutes, right? At minutes 30, and then I redisplay the time. That's it. You know, just you eat, takes 30 minutes, and here it's basically just redefining, you know, how much time the events they take. And what I would do here, for example, it's on. Oh yeah, inventory can change even if you don't eat. So, you know, I would have to add events like on eat and blah, blah, blah. On eat, for example. And then on cook, right? And then maybe on like garden or something and stuff like that, right? Just a bunch of things that you can do. Or on like walking or something. On walk. And here in the start, what I can do after I display the thing, I can just say, yo, event manager, yeah, I'm gonna add something to your on eat, which is gonna be plus equal eat here, right? Oh, no, you don't call it. You just say, you add the eat function for you, right? So I just do a bunch of these. So when you eat, when you cook. And it's 30 here. I could go like add hours. It takes a full hour, for example, to cook. Go void. Thought it was cook. Then there's, what was it? There's garden and walk. So garden, add hours. Garden, let's just say it's 1 as well. And here is walk. And here add hours. It could be like a random. So it could be, I don't know, like math.random or something. Or random dot yeah, random dot, and then there's like nothing. Isn't it random dot range or something? No? Okay, how did I do it in the... I think it's in player manager where I can gather fruits. Yep, random dot range. Yeah, that's what I was saying. What are you talking about? It's random dot range. This is so annoying. Why won't it do it? Random dot range is ambiguous. Okay. Right. I think it's system dot random. So I guess it's not system. Uni t engine dot random. Thank you very much. Yes. Okay. Why is there no music? Yes. I want to keep listening to the music. Because this song is good. Okay. Unity. Actually code. So. Now I want to add a random amount of hours just to simulate the fact that the paths, they don't all take the same time. So it can take from actually I think it's just gonna be much easier if I just say what the time is, and then I see the hour here. It's gonna go in a random dot range from... Oh, but technically there might be ways that I could waste time and stuff, but usually the first thing I do every day is just walk. And for now, there's no plans to make it be different. It doesn't really matter. When you get to the campfires, when you do. So it's basically just to say like, hey, like you have some amount of time left in your day. So random.range. And here it could be from, who knows, from, let's say, 17 to, I was saying like 20, right? And if I go to sleep at 24, it means that I have to, from 4 to 7 hours to do the thing. Oh, by the way, I didn't even add the gather thing. Gather, which is going to be add hours. Gather, it can be 1.5 or something. Hours that are added. Okay, I guess it's fine. But whenever I add time, and that's where the logic becomes important. Oh yeah, this, by the way, on, for example, garden, I add garden, then on walk or something, I add walk, then on Yeah, eat, cook, uncook. I add cook. Yup, that's a lot. And here, the event manager, there's also ungather, which is an action that I can take as well. So ungather. Oh wait, Control Z, Control D. Nope, Control D. So ungather. I gather. Okay. Then on walk, yeah, I did it. It's fine. And then there's sleep. On sleep. I guess on new day. So like you go to sleep, you do things, and you call that it's a new day. Yeah, well, it's just. Yeah, I feel like on new day is useless. On sleep, just, you know, this one, it receives the event, updates the time, but if anything else needs to be reset in any kind of way, shape, or form, it's fine, right? But I don't need that. So on sleep, I'm gonna add sleep. Okay, good. Okay, so here I have a quick time manager that currently those events are not called. Like in the button when I click cook, it doesn't call on cook. But if I do that, if I just add the call to this, it should be adding time, right? Now the problem here, the biggest problem for this is like display. Display is always, you know, event manager on time change, and on time change, the text updater should receive that and update the text. Now the real problem is I don't actually have anything to display the text. So if I go here in static and in the canvas, I should be able to see. Yeah, here I have like stats and stuff. That's cool. Just focus on it. Thanks. Here I'm actually gonna do a new one. Like, yeah, let's just duplicate it. Then delete 2 of these. Just text belly here. It's actually gonna be time, and by default, it's gonna be, you know, 600. Okay. Something like a boom boom. Cack. Like cack. Or something like that. Time and then this. Okay, I should probably update my thing here to, yeah, instead of current time, it's just gonna be time, clack, and \n, and then plus new hour, blah 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 blah, and new minutes and everything. Okay, so that should be good. Now the problem with this, the main problem, instead of stats here, is just gonna be like time, like timer or something. Oh, the text updater is on that item. Okay, well, it doesn't really matter. No, you're called text belly, but you should actually be txt time. And yeah, it doesn't really matter. Just go here. Timer, just delete text time. We'll actually go here. Boom. Pose X is gonna be like a lot, so I don't know, like 600. Maybe a lot more than that. Maybe like 1100. Yeah, I think it's aligned to that place, so maybe it can be a lot more, like 1500 or 1800. No, it's a little too much. 1700, right? Something along those lines. Okay, so let's say I just start and just see what it looks like on the map and everything. It's good. Look, I'm gonna have to come back. I need to go to the bathroom real quick. So I'm just, yeah, I'm gonna be right back. I'm gonna pause you while that's happening, like such. And I'll be back in just a couple minutes. Okay, I am back. Hello again. Alright. So, I was thinking about that, and the next thing that I really need, because right now the time isn't even updating, for the simple reason that I'm not calling the events that from the event manager, all of these. So, on sleep, there's a place where I can actually sleep, there's a place where I can gather, a place where I can walk, and a place where I can cook. Okay, eat and garden can't happen yet, but the rest is fine. So in Cooking Manager, there's a place where I'm cooking, right? So on click, there's a quick check here, I guess. So here. Yeah, inventory has changed, but also another event should be called, which is uncook. Yeah, so here I'm calling uncook. So again, I'm just gonna copy paste that event. When I'm cooking, that's good. The button that I'm clicking, that is the sleep button. Is it the back button? If I go in the campfire scene, I can see what it looks like. So the campfire scene, sure, save, yeah. The go to sleep here. What do you have? Button, unclick. Back button, click. Yeah, I call it back button. Why back button? Oh, I know why. Because it literally goes to the previous scene. Unload scene, yeah. Okay, I get it. I do truly. The thing is, when you're sleeping, it's not the same thing. I guess I can just add a second script to it, or yeah, I can just add a second script in the campfire. So I can just do create script, which is sleep button. This? Oh, come on. It was in here. So on sleep, you do this, and then you unload the scene. It's just like the back button script, it's just a little bit different. Sleep button. So button end day. Here you would go with a different script. Remove component. And you would go sleep button. Right. I like this one. Oh, I thought it was gonna be on click, but it's clicked. I'd rather have on click. It's more will it update automatically? Yeah, it's what I used to use. I feel like I'm gonna change it, but yeah, it's gonna break a couple things. I'm gonna have to go change a couple scenes. So the back button here is fine, but in other scenes, such as cooking, the go back to campfire thing, yeah, I'm gonna have to repair this. So back button, it's gonna be on click now. And in garden as well, it's gonna be the same thing. Yes, I'm gonna save here, and I'm gonna go here, and I'm gonna... Okay, yeah, just for convenience. Okay, okay, now sleep has been done. What else? If I go back in the event manager, so I haven't done garden, but it's fine. I can't do that yet. I have done on cook. I haven't done on walk. Neither did I do on gather, and I didn't do on sleep. So the gather button, it's in the campfire scene. Oh wait, scene, campfire. Go gather fruits. Gather button dot on click. So I have a gather button here. Nice. So you can just do, come on. On gather. Okay, and now I can do, oh yeah, when you're walking as well. So this is in the map thing, I think. Or the player mover or something. Yeah, I guess at that point, on walk. Technically, it would be cool if you could see the time like ticking, tack, 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 half an hour at a time as you go through your path, but you know, that's like an actual like animation feature. Currently, I'm just going for pure raw logic. Okay, so yep, that's nice. So if I'm here, I think now time should be updated pretty frequently. So here, if I click here, boom, time has not been updated. Sad. If I go gather fruits, time has not been updated either, but I'm getting fruits. Go to cooking. This as well as that. Cook fruits, it doesn't work. Okay, that's fine. Why? That's the question now. So if I go in time manager, it does add all of these at the start. I do call the display as well, so on eat, on sleep, and blah blah blah. Okay. And in the text updater, we're gonna debug real quickly to see. Actually, new time by hour. So new time. Because it might seem very repetitive. You're like, oh, you're already printing it on screen. What's the problem? But the thing with the log, at the very least, is that it creates a new line in the console every single time. So you actually know that this method is being called at all. Because currently the time is not being updated, like pretty much ever, right? So maybe this method just never gets called, which would be a whole different problem. Or maybe it is called, but actually I'm somehow not updating the new time like ever. So that's kind of weird. So let's try it. Let's just see what it is. What's truly happening. I'm clicking here, it's fine. So, console. Really nothing. Aha. So it's not that the time cannot update correctly. It's simply that I'm never calling the update. Not truly, at least. Yeah. In fact, I would like to do something really, really quickly. If I go in the mission map scene, here I should see the time, right? So text time. What if I start and I just say, booyah, there's no time, and that I start? Does it even display it at the very beginning? That's pretty important. It doesn't. Wow. I'm literally never calling it. All right. That's the event manager. Oh, the time manager. Oh gosh, I just got the problem. Yep. You, my guy. You're not on anything. You're not a script that is present anywhere at all in the game. You're a mono behavior. You need to be put on an entity, a game object. So how about we do that? That would probably help. Script holder. Hello, script holder. Crazy. Script holder, you're going to receive a static script, which is the time manager. Proud of you. If I start now, okay. I don't care too much about the day or the year or whatever it be. I don't really care about that. Okay? Cool. Okay, good. So yeah, the minutes are displayed in a very wacky way. It's 18. That's great. Oh, I just realized I did an oopsie when I do range to 20. It should be to 21. Because max is exclusive. But it works. It does display in a derpy way, but it works. I gather fruits. Wow, that's okay. Why? Sure. Kind of weird that it's always 18. It shouldn't be. Okay. Why? Add hours. If I say 1, will it do something? Do I need to add an integer value? It's a good question. I don't know. I don't know why it wouldn't work if I do add. Oh, I know. I know. When you do the add, exactly, it returns the date time, but it doesn't assign it. Yeah. So add hours, but I have to do current time equals this. Every time I just add time, I have to do this. This is kind of annoying, but I mean, I get, it's actually like a good way to do things, I think. But it's kind of annoying. Also, it's probably much slower in terms of how it runs, but it's practical at the very least. Yep. Let's cook fruits. Boom. Took me an hour. Then go back to campsite and I go to sleep and it's 6. Okay, it's good. Yeah, time is updating as it should. So that's good. Text updater. You don't need to do this anymore. Okay, so now we have a system that's easily expandable to just like create events or something happens in the game. Anything where I want to increment the time. And I can just go in the time manager right here and just, copy paste one of these methods and just be, yeah, this takes like X amount of time, Like this is pretty easy. I mean, it's always the same code, so maybe like, maybe I could just, just make one method and always call that one, right? But, it's fine. It doesn't matter. So, now. No. How do I do this? What I want to do now is I want to actually make the time do something. Because currently, it doesn't really matter. The fact that the time just advances. I can gather fruits all the way until it's really like, sorry, I'm tired. I can just gather fruits until it's like really, really late and then just not care about it. Because there's no condition that checks for what time it is and whether or not like it's still possible to do activities, whether or not the player, I don't know, like faints from fatigue or just simply oh, it could be interesting. If you faint from fatigue, instead of waking up at 6, you wake up at like 8. That could be really, really funny. And you have less energy in the next day. So like, you have less time and less energy. So you really have to check your time and stuff. It could be funny. Yeah. So whenever I add time, right? For most events, like not the ones where I add stuff, right? I'm just gonna do one method, by the way, which is gonna be like a void add time with a double or add hours, which is gonna be a double hours. And this, what I'm gonna do is pretty much this. Here it's gonna be hours. Then I'm gonna display. But also here, I'm gonna add a check for current time. See if player passes out, etc. So this is just add hours 1.5. So of course, all of these methods are actually useful. Oh. Yeah, no, they're useful just because like I receive events, right? But yeah, I see. It's fine. I think it's okay like this. So that's gonna be add hours 1. Add hours 1 is gonna be add hours or 0.5 or something. Sleep and walk are gonna be different though. We're just like setting the time. So when I add hours, I can just do a quick check. So before I add the time, I should do a check probably, or no, maybe I just permit the player to still do the action no matter what. But since they have like, they lose energy for doing it, already it's a bad deal. And also they lose 2 hours the next day, right? So those two things together make it not worth it to do any action. Because even the longest action, gather. So let's say you have half an hour left before the end of the day, and you click gather, you would go overboard 1 hour. So you're gaining 1 hour in your day, right? Like 1 more hour of activity, but you're losing energy. And also, yeah, I should probably add like energy handling to this, but whatever. So not only are you losing energy for the next day, but also you're losing 2 hours in your day. So you gain 1 hour in your previous day, but then you lose 2 on the next. It's just not worth it ever. It just cannot be. It's just, yeah, it's just not worth it. So here, I can do the faint thing. Okay, here what I will do is I'm gonna do a check, but I'm gonna do it later. And it's if you're fainting, basically. So if fainting, so you start here, it's gonna be 8. And display again, and then return. Or, you know, display is gonna happen anyway, so you just change the time you're feigning. And also, true, I want to fire the event for the next day. So, dot event manager dot on sleep. Oh, but I catch the on sleep. Okay, it's gonna be on faint, probably. Where's the events? I don't need the button, I don't need the button, I need the button, I don't need the map, I don't need the player mover. Time manager's fine. Text updater, so I don't need it right now. I can close these. That's a lot. I don't like closing them all and having to reopen the ones that I want. Oh, there's an accent. So the event is going to be on faint. Because this way, this one here, this class here of time manager is not triggered, right, by the unsleep event. It's just unfaint. And unfaint should probably also return you to your current map. To the main map, right? Because like your day's finished, go back to the map. So, how do you know if you faint? So basically, if current time dot hour is greater than and that hour is greater than. Yeah, but let's say you can really live your day and everything. So actually it's dot day is greater than 1. And then I actually set the time back to first day. So it's always going to stay the first day, except the little bit of time where I'm going to go over. Then I'm going to be like, what? You're over? And if you're not over, it's fine. You just display and you're cool. You're just cool. You're just cool. Okay, so that should be good. Otherwise, you just display the time and it's fine. There's no problem. Okay. Now, what happens when you faint? Okay. So, now, unfaint. I'm pretty sure that what's gonna happen is that if you faint, it's just gonna change the time and that's it, right? Like, because currently the unfaint is not being received by anything to actually like close the whatever you're doing. So gather fruits, blah blah blah. Oh, did I went overboard? Right. I should add a null check. So if event manager dot on faint does not equal null, then I call this and then I redisplay. Okay, let's just restart that real quick. And again, it was null because nothing uses it. Music, please. What's happening? Yes, I would like to continue watching. Thank you. So yeah, so you're feigning, but I'm gonna need to catch that event and do something with it. Okay? Currently I'm not doing anything. It's fine. I still haven't coded it. Here, boom. It's 17, you gather stuff. Boom, it's 8. But the thing is, they go to sleep back to 6. So like, it doesn't really work. What I needed to happen is, you're forced back to the map. Whenever that happens. Not because you sleep, but because like it gets closed, basically. So how do I do this? Sleep button here is the thing that does the sleep. But the thing is, yeah, that's... Maybe the time manager can handle it. No, I don't think it should. Well, maybe it can. But that's the easiest. It's right here that it happens. So maybe I don't even need to call the unfaint. Or, you know, I can leave it there. It just won't do anything. And then... scene load helper dot okay, scene load helper. Yeah, I get the unload scene thing, but sleep button, like for example, gameObject.scene.name. So that's the thing. Currently, all that it does, the scene load helper, is just like, hey, any object that is currently in a scene can just say like, oh, my scene, it should unload now. I'm the object in that scene that knows to do that, right? That's what it currently does. But I would really like if the scene load helper could have a method that simply basically checks the, because it does have a list of game objects that are scene contents, right? So yeah, there's a bunch of scene contents and they all do that. So I think I should write a method. Public static void go back to map. Or go back to scene. And you could have a, not a string, but a string, which is going to be called scene name or something. Okay. And what I would do, okay, is for each var scene in or var actually like go in, or like scene content in scene contents story instance dot scene contents. Why instance? Why do I even have an instance? Why isn't it just a static class? Oh, because it's mono behavior. Oh, I get it. I get it. Cool. So in that, I just get all of the scene content. Okay. And I can do... I guess I can just do a bool. I cannot do a bool. I can just do... Yeah, I'm gonna do a bool. Bool. Scene found. Whoa, what are you doing? Will be equal to false. Okay, like this. And I can do if scene content dot game object dot scene dot name equals dot equals or something. Like scene name. Yeah, that's kind of cracked. I don't know if I can do just like equals in Okay, so let's say that I found the scene, then I scene found is true, and then I can break, yeah. But I would like to do it in the second line, thank you very much. Yeah, so basically if, so I'm going through my list of scene contents, and if I do find a game object whose scene I just want to check something though. No, it's not here. It's in the sleep button that I'm doing this. Right. So that scene, that name should work because these are already game objects. That's what I was looking for. Okay, so if the scene content, the name of the scene in which it is, if it is the scene name that I'm looking for, so basically all of the objects that I've saved so far, they should represent in a way every single scene that was opened. So if one of the scenes has the name of the scene that I want, I can go back to that scene. If not, I'm just gonna nuke it all. So, you know. So here I can do if, okay. If scene found, right? Then I can do the rest. Otherwise, it's just gonna jump right at the end. Okay, so here what I do, if I found the scene, then I can actually just start with a quick for. It's gonna be an int I equals, and it's gonna be equals to instance.scene contents.count -1, I think, and then I can do minus I, right? So right, as long as I is greater than 0. Is greater or equal to 0. Okay, so basically I'm assuming that since I'm stacking things, right? Like on a stack, I'm assuming that the scene that I'm gonna want, if I have to unload anything, it's gonna be here. And there's gonna be scenes on top of it. So I'm gonna start here, delete the one at the end, then delete the other one, then the other one, or however many on the stack. And then eventually I'm gonna get to the scene that I want, right? I'm just gonna unload all of these in order, right? So here, I'm gonna do if, basically the inverse of this. If scene content Right, so if instance dot scene contents at position I, right? Dot scene dot name dot equals. So if it's not equal to that, or you know, I can say yeah, if it is equal to that, then I can actually just return if that's the case. Else, so if it's not actually equal to the scene that I'm looking for, I can just remove it, right? So I know it's like a repeat and stuff, but here it's more like, can I find the scene at all? It's just a quick check, not to nuke it. So here, okay, so now I delete all the scenes that are higher up on the stack, as I said in my comment. So how do I go about this? I just unload, I guess. I just call, what do I call? It's loading, unloading, yeah, but unload scene. So I call unload scene with a scene name, which is gonna be this, and this is that name. Yeah, I can just, I guess, get it. So string name will be equal to this. So if name equals scene name, then I just return. Otherwise, I unload the scene with the scene name. Okay. Ugh, what else? I can just call it scene name. I guess it's clearer. Oh, but there's a scene name right here. Yeah. Okay, that's cool. So go back to scene with a name. It's good. It should help me get the thing. So here, if I go in time manager, so I'm gonna get the thing here and I'm gonna say dot go back to scene. And here it should be mission map. Okay, good. That's cool. That's really cool. So that's a useless event, by the way, the fainting thing. I feel like I should remove it, just to keep things lean, right? As much as possible. Okay. So, now, it's time to try it! This is the best moment when you code. You just code a bunch of things, like the full functionality, and then you're like, well, does it work? I don't know. Let's just try it. It's gonna be fun. Okay, let's go here. Cool. Now it's time to faint. I'm gonna go cooking. I am cooking. Oh, I blacked out. So if I do get to midnight exactly, you black out. So technically, 23:30 is the maximum where you can go to sleep. Is it what I want? Nah, I guess so. And it's 8 and it's the next day and I can just go there. I go to do some cooking and blah blah blah, cook fruit. Oh, but there's a problem. There's a problem. You know what the problem is? It's so stupid. It's the way that I coded this, right? I say random range. But that's not what I want. What I want to do actually here is add hours and then look for how much it is. Okay? So it's from 11 to plus 4, I guess. So to 15. So if you're at 6 in the morning and you go plus 15, it gets to 21, right? Now. Oh yeah, it's a random. Okay, I just take it, dude. So it's 11 to 15. Of course, the 15 is an upper limit, so it's not included and blah blah blah. Okay, so technically, if you waste enough of your day and blah blah blah, you could like waste your entire day just by walking. Now it's not gonna happen, the numbers are not gonna permit that, so but there's no like system that does checks and stuff like that. It's more like I'm, you know, spitballing numbers and stuff, making sure that it doesn't go over with this, but it still goes in that method, right? So it still checks and everything, but it should be fine. Okay. That's cool. That being said, yeah, so because the thing is, before, when I walked on a path, I used to just like, you know, set a time. So it doesn't really matter when you start to walk. Your arrival time is fixed. So it's, well, fixed. It's in a range, right? But that range is unaffected by whenever you started, right? So that was kind of stupid. I mean, I didn't plan to like penalize players for fainting previously, but it's cool. Now it does it. Of course, like a quick message on screen to say like, oh, you fainted, dog. Like, sure, but you know, just use the console for that. It's not a full game, it's a prototype. Those messages, of course, would have to be displayed for real to the player, but whoa. Okay, so that's a long text. I'm just gonna quickly do this and okay, cool. So now I could play the game. I can get tired and see what it looks like as a result. Oh no. Oh, what? Oh, it doesn't show it all. It's way past your bedtime. You fainted. Would you look at that? You woke up later than usual and you feel very tired. Maybe go to bed on time tonight? So that's cool. Kind of a passive aggressive thing. Okay, maybe I just do it like this. So this way I can do that. Like this. Cool. Okay. Alright. I can't click? Maybe because I changed stuff. Okay. Okay. If I check things here. Right. So the problem now is that health and belly, so energy basically, are completely unaffected by literally everything in the game. So it's cool that I can't eat because I don't need to, but ideally it would have an impact on the game for real. So how do I go about this? So that's kind of already done. If I can spend time, it's good. So there's no eating yet. Yeah, I'm just gonna... They're points, okay? They're points. They're things that I have to do. Yeah, that's actually done. Okay. Okay, things are going pretty well. I'm just gonna... Yep. Oh boy. Yeah, I was pretty immobile. Let's do a bit of stretching, okay? Come on, everybody. Let's do some quick stretching. Yep. I don't know if the camera can see me. Oh boy. I'm an old man. Yep. Do the thing. Okay. And a quick. Yeah. Okay. Yep. Alright. Just that feels pretty good. So, remember to stretch, kids. Remember to stretch. Ooh. Ugh, I hate when it does that. Okay. So, yeah, I kind of hurt my hand, but it's fine. Oof. Is it fine? I'll put some cream later on, some like muscle cream or something. And I'll have to be careful going forward. Okay. Now, so paths have properties. It's like, yeah, well, again, that's very object oriented the way it's written. It's more like when you walk, stuff happens. You know, that's actually what's happening. So more time to cross. Sure, it's random. It's fine. It's just, you know. I understand how it could be interesting to have paths that are more difficult, and it comes with a bunch of things bundled together. But just like a random amount of time is fine for testing. Less blah blah, more belly demanding, less time. If something is more, something else is less. Careful plants and etc. Those are more like events. But yeah. And then eating. Yep. Before eating, I actually need to have the current objectives. I'm actually gonna put it there. Just have actions. Take away health and or belly. Oh, yeah, I forget that it's not saved. It's just remembered by Notepad++. I don't want to save it necessarily. I mean, maybe I should. I could put it on the desktop in Fruit Survival, for example. And it could just be like a to-do.txt. Cool. Have actions, take away health and or belly. Right. So health. When do you lose health currently? I guess when you faint, you could lose a little bit of health, right? I could do that. So I could just say, you know, here it happens, and then you could have like player manager dot add health. And you could add minus, I don't know, like you lose a fifth of your health. And you also add belly for minus Sure, 20 as well, for example. And here, for every passing hour, I could add belly, which would be minus, and then it could be like 10 times the amount of hours, but that's a lot. That's like 240 belly in one day. No, that's not what I want. I mean, technically it's kind of accurate, but you know, like that you need to eat, you know, pretty much 2.4 times a day to be fine. Maybe 2 times at least. But let's go a bit different. Let's go times 5. Okay, so hours times 5. Int of hours times 5 and minus this. Minus int of hours times 5. Okay, that's cool. So I add belly. So that should be good. But now the problem is when you sleep. Do you not lose belly? That's actually an interesting idea. Not to lose belly when you sleep. Because usually when you sleep, you don't really spend a lot of energy. In fact, you may even gain some, right? Although energy and belly is not the same thing. So you just don't get more tired when you sleep. You don't like regain tiredness or whatever, but you do need to sleep or you're gonna lose stuff. So I think it's fine. So this, you lose belly a lot like this, and you have something that makes you lose health, right? Then I guess I could in the walk thing, right? In the player move or whatnot. You do the on walk and blah blah blah. I could do something like player manager dot like add health. Random dot range from like 0 to to 3, sorry. That times like 10 or something. So, you know, you may lose health while walking because whatever, it's dangerous. Like currently there's no message displayed or anything. Usually I would add some events or some like at least text on screen or something in a pop-up box that the player can read and stuff like ooh, there were like thorny plants in your path. You lose 10 health, like something like that, right? Just a quick like status message. But currently is just to say that it mattered in any way, shape, or form. I think it should update the text automatically if I do this. So let's say I'm here, I go there, boom. Wow, I lost a lot of belly, didn't I? I didn't lose health, it was lucky of me. I gather, and I lose more belly, and now I'm dead. You fainted. Yeah, that's cool. Oh yeah, and when I lose all my belly, I start losing health. Yeah, that's true. That's what happened. Okay, yeah, I'm losing it quite fast. It's very punitive, but that's fine. Now, when I eat food, I need to be able to say what food I'm eating. The problem currently is that anything food, right, related, is just text, unfortunately. So maybe the text inventory could be buttons, right? And when I click on the button, I just eat. It is weird that when you eat, you lose like food for half an hour, right? Like because it takes half an hour to eat or something, and it just makes you lose like belly because you're eating, so it makes you hungrier. Which is kind of weird, but at the same time, you are spending energy, right? It's so weird. Yeah, I mean, look, the logic doesn't really matter all that much. Just like, that's cool. I also want to add eating into my list of like current objectives. And by current objectives, it's more like ongoing, right? More like a work in progress, right? More like work in progress here. Okay. So I do have actions take away health or belly right now. And or belly. I mean, mostly you're losing belly over like time passing. And you can't eat, so the game is currently impossible. It's very easy to lose the game, actually. Yep. So if you go here, you gather fruits, blah blah blah, you go to sleep, you go here, you go to sleep, you go here, you go to sleep, and you go here. Game lost. You're dead? Really? Okay, you're dead. I'm dead. I'm just dead. Where did it display that? I don't know, I guess it just stopped doing anything once the game was lost. Okay. So... How do I go about this? To do the eating. I do think that maybe the simplest way would be to to make the inventory, instead of just being like a bunch of lines of text, like I could literally instantiate in correct positions buttons, right? Just like a list of buttons, and for every single one of those buttons I write the text that I was writing usually, right, for that line. So let's say, like, you know, apple, you know, 2 points, and then the amount. So that's the whole text, but it's inside of a button. Okay, they all have this, like, you know, some length and stuff. And when you click on the button, it's akin to eating it, right? I mean, I did have something to choose. Wait, I'm gonna go see something real quick. Garden. Yeah, I could have an eat button, which also uses a drop down. That could be the case. But I do think that it's fine if I have just buttons. Like I just generate buttons. It's probably gonna look more like that. Usually I would probably just open my inventory, click on a fruit, and be like eat, right? Or something like that, or just drag and drop it to the player or something. So, okay. So here in the text updater, yeah, inventory, oh boy, it's gonna be much different. So it's gonna be an array, which is gonna be food buttons. I'm gonna call it. Display inventory is fine. This is fine. All of this is fine. It's just here, it's gonna be quite different. So instead of having this at all, right. I don't know. Text mesh pro button. Okay, nice. Yeah, I can create one. So if I duplicate it or something, no, I just don't care. Here I just UI. Okay. Button text mesh pro. It is a button that has a child, which is a text mesh pro. Okay, I get it. Did you stop the music? They are the text that I need to. So I'm going to be using a game object, which is going to be inventory button prefab. Okay. Or food button, I should say. Food buttons, text. Food button text. Okay. Because these are the ones I'm going to be updating. Like at first, I'm going to start and I'm going to create a bunch of these buttons that are on the prefab. And then I'm just going to, from time to time, like update whatever they do. And when they are clicked, things are going to happen. is gonna be push button holder. Form. How do I instantiate a UI element? That's what I need to know right now. Wait, I don't... What? So they seem to use it as game object. So. Pose X indirect transform. Actually pose Y. Something like that. For every food that exists, I try to instantiate a button, and I try to give it some kind of position. Okay? That being said, oh, also that button needs to have a parent. Oh yeah, it does have a parent, that's fine. Okay, good. I would say. Now, what do I need to do as well? Here, in food button, food button text. Just food button holder, don't need buttons. So food button text at position I. Oh, right. So here, before then, I just need food button text will be equal to new. Section for UGUI like this with that size +1. I guess here it could be food button texts a length. Equal to button dot. I guess get components and children. GUI. Because there's a child here. Text, which has a text. Ok, fait qu'il va être à 265 de Y, puis à moins 200, mettons. Oh, I said it in French. So yeah, it needs to be at minus 200 and 265 in Y. And now the question is, if I do a second button, okay, let's just say I duplicate it. Right here, or right here, thank you very much. Where does it need to be? Right, if I put it at 200, for example, it's actually pretty good. Maybe I can put it at 210 or something. Yeah, that's pretty good. Okay, so that's a difference of 55, right? So that should be actually minus I times 55. Okay. So button 1 can get deleted. And this one now. Sample. Okay. Let's maple. Sample. Okay. Now, if I go in my prefab, I can just make a prefab out of this button. Right. Yeah, maybe I can just quickly do something like a food button, right? That's much better. Okay, so it doesn't really matter. Now I'm putting it here. Food button. You have your own thing. Now I can just delete it. Fix inventory. I'm gonna remove it at all. And here. Text inventory, really? Doesn't exist anymore. Right, so now when I display it, clearly something's got to change. So let's say that this is instantiated correctly. Fine. But now whenever I update, it's going to be quite different. So here instead I can go with food button text dot count. Okay, the length. So what is equal to that? Food names at position I, store, and then inventory amount. Cool. What's equal to that will actually be text at position I dot text, right? This will be equal to that. Yeah, that should be fine. And then there's going to be the whole behavior of when you click it, but it's later on. Okay, now I need a bunch of things. Text time is fine. Food button texts. Oh yeah, well, that's fine. I don't need to tell you what they are. You're going to figure it out yourself. Food button holder is going to be, well, yourself. Oh yeah, that's stupid. I don't need the food button holder, it's yourself. And then the prefab, that's necessary. Just transform. Thanks. Okay, like this, if I start, does it do something smart? It could. It does. Oh my god, wait. Did it just work first try? No way. Oh my gosh. I'm cracked. Wait, I'm cracked at this game. What? No way. There's no way. That's pretty crazy. Okay, well. Wow, I'm surprised a little bit. So, yeah. So now that this works, I just have to actually do the eating action. So I'm gonna go in the prefab here, and I'm gonna open and modify it a little bit by adding a script on it and an onclick action. So yeah. Oh, it won't know what number it is. Yeah, how does it know which one it is? Itself. I guess I could like write a script on it, and on that script, when I initialize it, I just say, hey, that's your index. And it can just use that index to modify the thing. Okay, so I'm just gonna go in scripts. It's in... food button is on, like, even on the mission map, quite frankly, so... I mean, technically it's in static, it's a UI element. Okay, C# script. It's gonna be food button. Now the food button, all that it needs to know is a quick public int. That int is simply gonna be food number or something. Okay, I guess I can do it's a food dot foods. Okay, which is food type. All right. Now, at the start, what do? Oh, you don't have start. You have an onclick. Unclick. Oops. Click. So when you're getting clicked, what do? You can call. No, not player manager, but just. Does the player manager class have anything to eat a certain food? Eat with a certain food. Yes, that's what I want to call. So type or food type. It eats one of its food type, and that's it. Player manager, then it will remove it from the inventory by itself. It should do a check though first, then add belly and add health and blah blah blah. So first off, you just do if at position food is greater than 0, or if it is smaller or equal to 0, then I can just return, right? Otherwise, you do the rest. Okay, good. Yeah, but there's a problem. The problem here is that you don't know what your food type is. So, like, I can go in the button and be like, oh, when you're clicked. Here, you yourself will call something on yourself on your button thing. Oh, right, the script food button. Like this. So when it's called, right, well, it needs to be public. Okay. So, no, this one. Food button, unclick. Okay. So now when it's clicked, it's actually gonna call like, hey, eat me. But by default, everything is just A, right? Everything is A. So this is kind of problematic. That's not what I want. Oh, because it's public, yeah. What? It's hide in inspector that I want, I think, here. Hide in inspector. Thank you very much. So if I go into food button, now I shouldn't be able to modify it manually. It doesn't change anything, by the way. Like, sure, by default it's 0 and everything. That's not how you modify it. When you create it, okay, in text updater, you create it at the start. When you're creating it, you can also just be like, hey, by the way, what you can do button dot get component on yourself, which is gonna be a food button. And this you can just say dot food type will be equal to, and then here I just do like I don't remember how I did. I don't remember how I did that. Oh, was it just a conversion? No, not like this, but like this. Oh, it is. It totally is. Okay, so that's literally just it. Okay, so now it should work. I think. So go back, start. Now, what does it do? What do? There. Yeah. So if I click durian, nothing happens. It's cool. If I go gather fruits and I click durian, boom, I gained the belly, lost the health. And I can go gather even more fruits. And then time advances. And I can go here and do a banana split. Boom. Cook fruit. So now you have a banana split. I'm just gonna go to sleep, right? Next day. Oh, I'm so hungry. Let's eat a banana split. Yo, that's crack. That's so cool. I can heal with that. Cook these. Then I can just eat an apple or something. Oh, but the thing is, even though I ate, I didn't tell it that I ate. So it doesn't do the time passing when I eat. Actually, it's kind of more balanced like that, but I still should call it just to say that, you know, the event is properly handled. So event manager dot uneat, right? I just call that. Oh, I guess I should do a null check. If event manager dot uneat does not equal null, then I do it. Then I call it. Okay. That's cool. I think I'm gonna finish the stream soon, because like there's a point where I prepared mentally to do like, I don't know, 2 or 3 things. But now, like, technically I have a bit more time, but I'm almost done and I haven't thought about even what to do next. Like, let alone how to do it, right? So I think I'm just gonna take a quick break, maybe like go prepare my dinner, stuff like that. And I'm not sure, but if I feel like it, and if I feel like I've thought about it enough, I might have some time tonight, right? But it's gonna be in a couple hours and everything. And if I do another stream today, probably gonna be just like an hour and a half, you know, just a quick late night stream where I don't speak all that much, just to get more things done, basically. Because I've got a lot of time this week, which is why I'm rushing a little bit. But starting next week, I mean, I've got my life going on. I've got stuff happening. I got a couple weekends in a row where I might not be as available as soon as next weekend, actually. So yeah, I've got like today, tomorrow, and the day after tomorrow to really try to put in some hours in that project. So this is what I'm trying to do right now. But it's cool. I can eat, I can do stuff, I can, like, in terms of functionality, a lot is happening. Like, sure, things are displayed in a weird place on screen, like inventory and health and stuff, that's fine. But like buttons are a little bit everywhere. I would like to have like some kind of visuals to show what is what. It would be nice, you know. Okay, but for now, I still want to like feel like I've finished what's happening. Eating is just, it just worked. Okay, have actions take away health or belly. I feel like it's pretty much done. So now, now we're really at like maybe events happening. So events when you walk, events when you get to a node, stuff like that. Just actual events. So maybe like at the very least like a pop-up, right? A text box pop-up that just says what happened. And I can just put a bunch of these tags a bit everywhere so that it starts feeling a bit more like a game, which I would like. Coming back to complete mission. Oh yeah, when I get to the last node, the fact that I can come back, you know, to like two-way navigation basically. And like the whole mechanics of, oh, if you oh yeah, gardening, right? So before then, I need to do the garden. I feel like gardening is more important. Or maybe come back first. And then you come back, but when you come back is the same as when you go. But then you can garden and actually like remember what was where, right? Text to show success on final node. Plus campfire after. As far as I'm concerned, that's like events happening. Add farming. Yeah. Well, okay, yeah. So add farming was there. Oh, really? That's crazy. That's a bunch of cool ideas. Then Pokedex for fruits. So basically just, yeah, just kind of a little encyclopedia would be nice. But that's much later. Then had fruits. I actually feel like randomizing the fruits first is more important because I know what the properties are, right? The fruit Pokedex is just much later, right? And mission select screen is really like, I think it's kind of out of scope. It's nice to have. Nice to have. Because like if I have this, I basically have a game. That's not even a prototype anymore at that point. You know, like this. So work in progress. Currently there's nothing. There's only a couple things left here that I wanted to add to the game. So yeah, I feel like I'm gonna stop here and I'm gonna be thinking about how to implement events, right? So like the whole time management, as far as I'm concerned, is done now. That's crazy it took only one stream to do that, and like the amount of things that we did this stream is pretty darn good. It was not a short stream by any means, but yeah, similarly to yesterday, I feel like I've been very productive on those streams. So it feels really, really good. I almost feel like we can tackle, except maybe the Pokedex, but like this, I feel like we can tackle maybe this week if I stream every day. So, tomorrow I have things, but I think it's after dinner or around dinner time. So if I stream a little earlier, I should be able tomorrow to stream as well. And I may even start the events tonight. And once all of that is done, I can simply, yeah, okay. So basically, I'm really going to be thinking on my own time about how I want to handle the events happening at any time. Just a quick pop-up text that just says like, ooh, this mission does that, you know, and stuff like that. Probably something along those lines. I'm going to be thinking about how I want to do it, and that's what we're going to be doing next stream. So probably later tonight, or at the very least, definitely tomorrow. So thank you for watching, and you know, see you next time. Soon we're going to be done with this project. So bye bye.